Hello dear friends, welcome to the 8th video on linear programming problem. In this video we will study the concept of duality in linear programming and the process of conversion of primal to dual. So let us start our today's video with the discussion on duality in linear programming. For every LPP there is a related unique LPP which involves the same data as that of the original LPP. The given original program is called as the primal program, and this program can be rewritten by reversing the rows and columns of the algebraic statement of the problem. So inverting this program results in a dual program. Okay, you can see here in this small figure that the original LPP is called as the primal LPP, and when its rows and columns are converted, then the derived LPP is known as the dual LPP. And the variables of dual program are called as the dual variables or the shadow prices of the various resources. The solution of the dual program may be found in a manner similar to that used for the primal. Okay, for example, the primal first of all has to be converted into dual, and then we can find the solution of dual using the dual simplex method. So what is the need of conversion of a primal to dual, or what are the usual aspects of duality? Okay, if the primal problem contains a large number of rows, for example we can say that large number of constants are there in LPP, and a smaller number of columns, that is the variables, the computational procedure can be considerably reduced by converting it into dual and then solving it. Another advantage is that it gives additional information as to how the optimal solution changes as a result of change in the coefficients and the formulation of the problem, and this is called as the sensitivity analysis. For example, if we have found an optimal solution and then the right hand side element of the constant equation changes, means whether the resources or any other item changes, then the effect of these changes can be found on the linear programming using the dual method. Third, duality in linear programming shows that each LP is equivalent to a two-person zero-sum game, and this indicates a fairly close relationship between linear programming and theory of games. Also, it is used in economics and physics, and in economics it is used in formulation of input and output system, and in physics it is used in the series and parallel circuit theory. Also, duality is used to solve LPP by using the dual simplex method, in which initial solution is infeasible. Now, primal to dual conversion. Okay, initially you know that the given initial LPP is called as the primal LPP, and it could be of maximization type or of a minimization type. Then we have to convert it to standard primal, that is the maximization objective function will be as it is, that is of maximization type, but the constant equation for this LPP must be having this type of inequality symbols. Okay, then when we convert this standard primal to the dual, and this maximization type of objective function will now be converted to minimization type of objective function, and accordingly the symbols of inequality now will become as greater than or equal to. Okay, similarly if the primal LPP is of minimization type, then its standard primal equation will also be of minimization type, but the constant must be of greater than equal to type. Okay, now if we will convert this standard primal into dual, then this objective function will be converted to maximization type, and then accordingly the symbol for the inequality will become less than equal to type. Okay, now let us have a look on the different steps to be used for conversion of a primal into standard primal form. Okay, first of all we have to check the objective function. Okay, now if the objective function is of maximization type, then we have to make all the inequality symbol of constant equation as that of a less than equal to type. Okay, but if the objective function is of a minimization type, then we have to make the inequality symbols as equals to greater than or equal to type. Okay, but if the constraint has the equality sign, then we have to replace it by two constraints equations involving the inequalities going in the opposite direction. Okay, suppose if the constant equation is 3x1 plus 5x2 is equal to 8, then we have to convert this equality into inequality symbols, and that also as per the requirement of the objective function. So we have to convert this symbol. Okay, then we will convert this single equation into these two equation. In one equation the symbol is of less than equal to type, and in one equation the symbol is of greater than equal to type. Okay, and then we have to convert these two symbols as per the requirement of the objective function. Okay, now replace, if there are any unrestricted variable, then we have to replace them by the difference of two non-negative numbers. For example, if x2 is unrestricted variable, then replace it by the difference of x2 bar minus x2 double bar, and these both x2 bar and x2 double bar are non-negatives. That is, we can write this x2 now as equals to x2 bar minus x2 double bar. Okay, now we can generate the standard primal LPP. Okay, now let us have a look on the primal and dual relationship that can be as. Okay, if the given primal problem is of maximization type, the dual of this problem will be of a minimization type. Okay, if it has n variables and m constants, then this m variables, then the dual will be having m variables and n constraints. Okay, if the symbol of the inequality equation are of less than equal to type, then in dual they will become as that of a greater than equal to type. Okay, the objective function coefficients in primal LPP will be converted to right hand side constants of the constants in dual. Okay, similarly the right hand side constants of the constants will now become as the objective function coefficients in the dual. Okay, and this equality type ith constant will become unrestricted ith variable, that is the constant will be converted into variables. Okay, and the variable xj, if it is unrestricted, then it will become jth constant, and that too of equality type. Okay, now let us solve some numericals. We will see that the objective function is of minimization type, and we are having the three different constant equation. Okay, here are two variables in the objective function, x1 and x2, and both these objective function are of non-negative type. So let us form the dual of this primal. Okay, now first of all you will see that this is an minimization type objective function, so all the constant equation must be of greater than equal to symbol. Okay, here in these three different constant equation you will see that all the symbols are of greater than equality sign, so there will be no change in these symbols. Okay, also both the variables are greater than equal to 0, so there will be no change. So we can say that the given primal is already in the standard primal form. Now we will form the dual of this standard primal. Okay, here you will see that there are three equations for the constant, so there will be three variables in the dual. So let us consider them as w1, w2 and w3. Okay, now you know that the variables from the objective function has to be written here. Here x1 and x2 are the two variables, so we have written these two variables here. Okay, and these are the values for the coefficients of the different variables of the standard LPP. Here you will see that the coefficient of x1 is 20, so we have written this 20 here, and coefficient of x2 is 40, so we have written this 40 here. Okay, now we will draw the rows also. Okay, so let us consider the rows. Now here you will see that the coefficient of x1 for row 1 is 2, so let us write this 2 here. Then the coefficient of x2 for this row is 20, so let us write this 20 here, and the right hand side element is 40, so this is the 40. Now you will see that this constant row has been converted into the column here. Okay, similarly we can write these values also here. So for the second row, the coefficient of x1 is 20, coefficient of x2 is 3, and the right hand side element is 20, so let us write this 20 here. Now the coefficient of x1 for row 3 is 4, the coefficient of x2 is 15, and the right hand side element is 30. Okay, now we can generate the dual. Okay, so here you will see that in the initial question the objective function is of a minimization type, so in dual this will be of a maximization type. So the value for objective function will now become as the max w. Okay, now let us write the value of this objective function. So for writing this, multiply this 40 with this w1, so 40 w1, then multiply this 20 with this w2, 20 w2, then multiply this 30 with w3. So this is the objective function. Now you will see that this is a maximization type of objective function, so in the constant equation the inequality symbol will be of a less than equal to type. So let us write the first constant equation. You will see that this is 2, now multiply this 2 with w1, then multiply this 20 with w2, then multiply this 4 with w3, and due to maximization type objective function the symbol will be now of less than equal to type, and this is equals to 20. Similarly let us write the second row, multiply 20 with w1, 3 with w2, and 15 with w3, and symbol is less than equal to 40. Okay, now we are having three variables w1, w2 and w3, and all of these greater than equal to 0. So the given primal has been converted again into the form of a dual.
Here you will see that the question is construct the dual of the problem. Here the objective function is of maximization type. Okay, and we are having the two constant equation. The three variables x1, x2 and x3 all are greater than equals to 0. Okay, now let us form the standard LPP for this primal. Okay, so first of all we have to check the objective function. Here the objective function is of maximization type. Okay, so all constant equality must be of less than equal to type in standard primal. Okay, the first equation is in accordance with the requirement of standard LPP. Okay, but the second equation is not having a sign of less than equal to, so we have to convert this equality as per the requirement of the objective function. So we have to convert this equality sign into this symbol, and that can be converted by making this equation as a two equations. Okay, in one equation the symbol will be of less than equal to type, and this is as per the requirement of a maximization type objective function. But here you will see that this symbol is of greater than equality type, and as per the requirement of maximization type objective function this is not okay, so we have to make it to similar to this symbol. So for doing that we have to multiply this by this equation by -1, and if we will multiply this equation by -1 we will be having a new equation, that is -3x1 plus 2x2 minus 4x3, and if you will multiply this symbol by -1 this will become equal to less than equal, and this will become -3. Now this symbol is as per the requirement of the standard LPP. So now let us write the standard LPP. Here you will see that the objective function is of maximization type and is equal to 4x1 5x2 plus 12x. Now these initial two equations now have been converted into these three equations. Okay, so this is the first constant equation, this is the second constant equation, and this is the third. And you will see that all the constant inequality are now less than equal to type, and which is the requirement for maximization type of a objective function, and all these three variables are non-negative. Okay, now let us form the dual of this standard LPP. Okay, here you will see that there are three constant equations. Okay, so we must have to use three variables, and these three associated variables are non-negative. Okay, so let us write these variables as w1, w2 dash and w2 double dash. Okay, so let us write them in the top of the table. Okay, in the standard form you will see that they coefficient or the variables of objective function are x1, x2 and x3. So we have to write these variables here, okay, in the left of the table. Also the coefficient of these variables are 4, 5 and 12. So we have to write them on the right hand side of the table. So these values are 4, 5 and 12. Now we have to write the values under w1, w2 dash and w2 double dash. Okay, so we will use the standard LPP for this purpose. Now here for the row 1, the coefficient of x1 is 2, coefficient of x2 is 1, coefficient of x3 is 1, and right hand side element is 4. Now you will see that this row has been converted into column as we have to form the dual. Okay, again for second row, the coefficient of x1 is 3, for x2 it is minus 2, and for x3 it is 4, and the right hand side element is 3. Okay, now for row third, the coefficient of x1 is minus 3, for x2 it is 2, for x3 it is minus 4, and right hand side element is minus 3. Okay, now let us write the dual. As you will see that this is a maximization type of objective function in the standard primal. So in dual the objective function will be of a minimization type. Okay, so let us write the dual from the above table. Okay, so see here that the value of at the bottoms of the table are 4, 3 and minus 3. So we will multiply these value with these values. Okay, so multiply this 4 with this w1, 4 w1 plus 3 w2 dash minus 3 w2 double dash. Okay, now we can write the constant equation also. So multiply this 2 with w1, 2 w1 plus 3 w2 dash minus 3 w2 double dash. Now you will see that the objective function is of minimization type, so all inequality must be of greater than equal to type, and this will be 4 here. Okay, then multiply these value with these values. Okay, so this will w1 minus 2 w2 dash plus 2 w2 double dash, and again this is 5. Now multiply these values. This is w1 plus 4 w2 dash minus 4 w2 double dash, and these are equals to 12. Okay, now here w1 w2 dash and w2 double dash both are greater than equals to 0. Now let us substitute the w2 dash minus w2 dash with w2, where w2 is unrestricted in sign, and the dual now will become as minimized w, and this is 4 w1 plus 3 w2, because if you will take common from these two, this is 3, and w2 dash minus w2 double dash will be in the bracket, so the entire value will become 3 w2. Okay, now this it is subtracted to constant as 2 w1 plus 3 w2 greater than equals to 4, then this is w1 minus 2 w2 greater than equals to 5, and this will become as w1 plus 4 w2 greater than equals to 12. And here please note that the w1 is greater than equals to 0, but w2 is unrestricted in sign. So this is the final dual of the given primal problem. Now let us consider one more example, and most of the concepts are involved in this example. Okay, so the question is obtain the dual of the following primal problem. Here the objective function is of minimization type, and these are the different constant equation. Here you will see that this is a mixed constant type LPP, because this symbol is of less than equal to type, this symbol is of greater than equal to type, and this symbol is of equality. Okay, So we can say that this is a mixed constraint type LPP. Also, please note that here only x2 and x1 are greater than 0, but x3 is unrestricted in sign. So we have to use different properties to make this LPP as a standard LPP. Okay. So first of all, we have to convert this x3 into two non-negative numbers. Okay. So for that purpose, let us write this x3 bar equals to x3 minus x3 double bar. Okay, so here x3 bar and x3 double bar both are non-negative numbers, and this x3 now is equal to the difference of these two numbers. Okay, now we can say that this x3 has been converted into the non-negative numbers. Okay, now we have to change the value of x3 by x3 dash minus x3 double dash into this entire equations. Okay, so here the objective function will become as minimize z equal to 3x1 minus 2x2 plus x3 dash minus x3 double dash, as this x3 has been replaced by the difference of these two variables. Okay, similarly we have to change this value and this value, as there is no x3 here, so there will be no change in this equation. Okay, now after making the change of this x3 variable, we have to now check the objective function. Here the objective function is of minimization type, so all the constant must be of a greater than equal to type in the standard LPP. So this first equation is having a symbol of less than equal to type, so we have to multiply this by minus 1 so that this symbol can be converted to greater than equal to type. So if you will multiply this equation by minus 1, the new equation will be minus 2x1 plus 3x2 minus x3 bar plus x3 double bar greater than equal to minus 5. Again you will see that the second equation is as per the requirement of the objective function, so there will be no change in this equation. But the third equation is now of equality type, so we have to again change it as per the requirement of objective function. So for doing that, we have to write this equation into the two forms. Okay, one form is having a symbol of greater than equality, but the other equation will be having a symbol of less than equality. So this equation is as per the requirement of objective function, but this equation is not as per the requirement of objective function. So to make this symbol is of greater than equality, we have to multiply this one equation by minus 1. So if you will multiply this equation by minus 1, the new equation will be this one, and now this symbol has been converted to this symbol. So now all these constants are as per the requirement of a minimization type objective function. So let us write the standard LPP now. Okay, now you will see that this is the final standard LPP. Okay, all the constants are now as per the objective function, that is as per the minimization type objective function. Okay, now for converting this equation into dual, we have to check the number of constant equations. Here you will see that 1 2 3 4 are the constant equations. So 4 variables, that is w1 w2 w3 dash and w3 double dash, be the non-negative dual variables. So let us write these variables here in the form of table. Okay, again you will see that there are 4 variables in the objective function, so let us write these 4 variables in the left of the table. And here we have to write the coefficients of the variables of the objective function of a standard LPP. So this is 3 for x1, so let us write here as 3. For x2 it is minus 2, so let us write here as minus 2. For x3 dash it is plus 1, so this is plus 1. And for x3 double dash the coefficient is minus 1, so here we have written the minus 1. Okay, now we have to use the different equations of constants from standard LPP so that we can draw this entire table. Okay, so let us consider the first row. Here the coefficient of x1 is minus 2, so let us write here as minus 2. Now here the coefficient of x2 is 3, so let us write here as 3. For x3 dash, here the coefficient is minus 1, and for x3 double dash the coefficient is 1. Okay, and the right hand side element is minus 5, so this value is minus 5. Now coming to the second row, you will see that the coefficient of x1 is 4, so let us write 4 here. Coefficient of x2 is minus 2. There is no x3 here, so there will be no values for x3 dash and x3 double dash. The value for right hand side element is 9, so let us write 9 at the bottom. Okay, now let us move to the third row. Here you will see that the coefficient of x1 for third row is minus 8, coefficient of x2 is plus 4, coefficient of x3 dash is 3, and coefficient of x3 double dash is minus 3, and the right hand side element is 8. Okay, now let us consider the fourth row. Here the coefficient of x1 is 8, the coefficient of x2 is minus 4, coefficient of x3 dash is minus 3, and coefficient of x3 double dash is 3, and the right hand side element is minus 8. Okay, now we can write the dual of the equations. Okay, so here you will see that the objective function is of minimization type, so its dual will be of a maximization type. So let us write here as a maximize w. Okay, so this is the objective function, and we can now write this here. Okay, so multiply this minus 5 with w1, minus 5 w1, multiply this 9 with w2, 9 w2, then multiply this 8 with w3 dash, and minus 8 with w3 double dash. Okay, now we can write the constant equation. So multiply this minus 2 with w1, this 4 with w2, this minus 8 with w3 single dash, and this 8 with w3 double dash, and as the objective function is of maximization type, the constant symbol will be of a less than equal to type, and this is equals to 3. Okay, now let us move to the second row. Here the value is 3, then we have to multiply this with w1, so 3 w1, multiply this minus 2 with w2, 4 with w3 dash, and minus 4 with w3 double dash. Again this is equals to minus 2. Then consider the row number 3, minus w1, there is no x3 dash here, so this will be 0. Then multiply this with 3 w3 dash, and this is minus 3 w double dash, and this is equals to 1. Okay, now for the fourth equation, multiply these values with these values. Okay, so the equation will be w1 minus 3 w3 dash minus plus 3 w3 double dash less than equal to minus 1, and all w1, w2, w3 dash and w3 double dash are greater than equals to 0. Now replacing w3 dash minus w3 double dash by w3, where w3 is unrestricted in sign, and combining the last two inequalities so as to form an equation, the dual may be written as the maximized w minus 5 w1 plus 9 w2 plus 8 w3. Here this w3 is equals to w3 dash minus w3 double dash. So we have replaced all these values here for w3 dash and w3 double dash with w3. Okay, so this is the new dual equation. Also these last two equations have been converted into equalities, so from these two equations we have generated a new single equation, and this is minus w1 plus 3w3 equals to 1. Okay, and here you will see that the w1 and w2 both are greater than equals to 0, and w3 is unrestricted in sign. So this is an important example, and it includes all the aspects of conversion of primal into dual. So in next lecture we will study the solution of a dual problem using simplex method.